Hey everyone, Reginald Konga back with Tyler the R2 dude.
How's it going? I don't have anything clever this time. Just hi.
Wow.
What did you say in that part I uploaded today or yesterday or whatever? Like when you were talking backwards or something?
I was just speaking random gibberish. I'm pretty sure I was
hope-
talking in tongues or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird because like it sounded like you were talking backwards. You were like, snow, snow or something.
Snot, no snot.
You know, Billy and Mandy did that at like the end of the end credits. Like, you would hear Maxwell Adams saying, no, this is the end of the show. You're watching it backwards, but it was played backwards, so you never knew what they were saying. Sounded kind of spooky, like it was a seance or something. So first, I just show off what happens when you fuck around. Like, it just blows up in your face.
I guess they better check the recipe book again.
Naturally.
But you can
So this is where you're... Is this the part where you're making heroin for your chemistry teacher?
This isn't Bully by Rockstar Games or whatever.
No, it's Pajama Sam, and no need to break bad when you don't have cancer. I don't know.
That was really good, actually. That was a really good lame. That was a really good like failed something. Anyway,
the problem is it didn't rhyme.
So I accidentally did an actual potion here for some fucking reason. I don't know why I didn't just
Yellow.
Is Sam just like
I
casually
wanted to show off all
just
the animations of the beakers? What?
Sam's just casually trying random drugs.
No, I think it does stuff to him without him actually like ingesting it.
That's still, holy cow! No, that means he's inhaling it.
Oh. No, it just summons a rain cloud. There's no drug use in Pajama Sam.
That's what he's thinking. He's thinking there's a rain cloud. Dude's hallucinating.
Oh jeez, this is like just like putt all over again.
It's Pajama Sam and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Fear and Loathing in the Land of Darkness.
Are you referencing something now, or are you just like?
Yeah, the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's a I've never actually seen it, but it's a classic movie about drugs and stuff.
Have I ever mentioned that my grandmother's I can't remember if it's her. I think it's her favorite movie, but I don't know for sure. But it's got her favorite ad-lib line in it. Is it Casablanca where the guy says, "Here's looking at you, kid," to the girl?
Yeah, here's looking at you, kid.
Which she also liked the. You're gonna laugh when you hear this. The ending line that was improv in Gone with the Wind. That,
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, the guy, it was probably like blasphemous back then to say "damn" in a movie, but anyway, the guy was
it was controversial.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. The guy like gets fed up with a woman's shit apparently, and
I know what happens. You better hope that Hyperon doesn't hear any of this.
Yeah, I know. That's why I found it funny because he's like,
that dude is.
He thinks it's gonna give you cancer.
He loves everything except for Gone with the Wind. All of his hatred is just piled into that. He hates that movie.
I think so. He's never like shown. Doesn't he hate Mario 64, the original version?
No. He likes the DS version more,
okay,
and so
well,
it's.
Uh-oh. I used to be that way, but then I found the light.
You found Jesus.
Fish from the air.
And Jesus is Mario.
It's
a me, the Savior.
What? Oh, I didn't expect you to be making blasphemous jokes.
Oh, it's not blasphemy. Okay, it's slightly blasphemy, but
let's talk about something else. Like
moving on.
There's a Simpsons. There's a playthrough of the Simpsons arcade game by Konami in 1991 by two best friends play or whatever. I never got into their channel, but like it was mostly Simpsons quotes, and it was really funny at that. Aside from like a few hiccups where they were like, "Who's better, Krang or Kodos?" and everyone was like Krang because they thought Ninja Turtles instead of Kang from the Simpsons. But anyway. So by the end, it evolved so much that they started talking about like if it was Uncle Mo's Family Feedback, but instead Mr. Burns was like the, Uncle Burns or whatever. He's so happy to see when you order his $1 million pizza, he just has to celebrate. Getting a bank loan to pay off that pizza, man, that's real hardcore. I couldn't think
That's one
of
hell of a pizza.
Nothing to do with it.
Oh, it's like the regular pizza, but they charge $1 million extra. So, here's some money for wealth. You can mix brown, green, and red to get money, and then the tax man.
That looks like a hamburger.
Oh, it kind of does. I wish I'd seen it, but the tax man takes all, but like, actually, I think he takes everything. Oh, a mouse takes the last coin or something. I don't remember.
You can keep this moldy piece of cheese.
Pajama Sam pays his income taxes.
It's kind of like Animaniacs, where they had to replace Bill Clinton playing the sax, and then they replaced it again because nobody understood what that replacement was or something. So, like, the third time they did it, it was like, we pay tons of income tax.
Hey.
Have we ever talked about, like, one of the weirdest arguments we've ever had where, like, we debated about whether or not it was, like, because Maggie has talked multiple times in The Simpsons, but when they go to the future where she'd actually be old enough to talk, they always have some bullshit reason why she can't talk, and I think it's gotten,
And
like...
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I love it. I don't want to hear her talk.
No, I mean, like, we kind of... That ship kind of sailed when they did, like, 10 different episodes where she talks, including one where she talks like a grown-up.
This must be one of
Because
those
it was like
dumb
a Treehouse of
things
Horror,
that's
but
like a
not
little elevator
for
for
women's
food. I bet I could ride
rights or
this one
something.
right back up to the kitchen.
I don't think I saw that.
It's you haven't seen a lot of the new shit because it's like not that good, but like
It is true. I mostly stick with the older
There
ones.
was season 3 or 4 where she talked, the first time and said something like, "Daddy," and then we had, the Simpsons movie where she says, "Yeah," because of. No, I got them backwards. The Simpsons movie, she says sequel. And then in the season 20 finale, Coming to America, she says, yeah, because of the Shelby Billions. It's like making fun of like the Irish potato famine like 100 years later or something. It's on immigration or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, she has said like a couple words every now and then, and I don't mind that, but I just when I don't want to actually hear her talk in full on sentences,
Well, they could do something new after like 20 or 30 years, There's nothing.
Well, I mean,
wrong with
let's be real here. They really should stop the show. I mean, I like The Simpsons. I even like some of the newer stuff. I don't think it's like as bad
I
as some
like that
people have said.
episode where like Homer was like watching a movie in Mr. Burns' chair. And then Mr. Burns comes by and he's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Ah, Mr. Burns!" And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Burns. I won't bother you again." Mr. Burns nervously leaves.
That one is hilarious.
It is really funny. I think there was another clip where like they actually did have him come in. It was earlier in the series, and they didn't have that same punchline, but they had a perfect setup, and I guess they saw that and they decided to take the opportunity.
You're burning up, wax.
So,
we all are.
Yeah, that was probably like the weirdest argument we've ever had is whether or not future Maggie should be able to talk when regular Maggie has already talked like multiple times. There are compilations now on YouTube of her talking.
Oh, there definitely is. I mean, the best time she's ever talked is when she was voiced by James Earl Jones. This is indeed a strange universe.
Well, yeah, there's that. But I was gonna say like, there was another one. It was Bart versus Thanksgiving. It might be the first time she's ever talked. Was in a dream sequence Bart had.
Yeah. I mean, I like the one
she literally just said, "You're the reason I can't talk, Bart."
Wow. Invisible.
No, that was funny. Anyway, I still think it's awful that, like, if the show's still going, why
so what is happening?
Just milking? I'm just fucking around at this point. But,
potion doesn't last long.
so Pajama Sam's just showing off all those formulas or whatever, and he's got, like, almost all the shit he needs except for, like...
I thought they only had doors like this.
I can't remember if I've already collected it or not, but...
The door
I think
When's he selling the drugs?
I wonder what this one does.
So... Like...
Hey, look at that, would ya?
I lost my train of thought now. There's something about like, oh, EA Games is like hogging the Simpsons license to video games.
For a crappy mobile game.
Yeah, it's like probably trash or whatever. Dr. Milk said he kind of found it funny that it starts with Homer Simpson blowing up the town with a nuclear explosion, and then like if you want to reset your save file, he does it again.
Bye-bye.
That's stupid.
Dude, you said that about Majin Buu existing since time immemorial. That's like the awesomest retcon that Toriyama came up with.
Wait, what just happened?
What?
Did I mute this?
Can you not hear?
Maybe I muted it.
I'm talking.
Oh, yeah, no, I accidentally hit mute. That was the problem.
Well,
like, I'm sitting here for a second, I'm like, geez, he is really quiet.
Well, you said, like, the same thing about, like, the Toriyama interview where Toriyama changed his mind and said Majin Buu has actually existed since time immemorial. That was, like, the coolest retcon. That was the coolest retcon since, like, Goku being an alien.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was!
No, it wasn't.
Yes, huh? Dude, it's not canon that Aurelie and the rest of Penguin Village got cryogenically frozen for a few years. That's not canon, that's just us talking.
Well, I mean, there's... Okay, I'll be honest, though, that whole thing with the Raleigh in Penguin Village and all that, like, in Super, like, it makes absolutely no sense. Like, at that point, most of them are, you know, a lot older. I mean, literally, you see what happens 10 years in the future, and that hasn't happened. There's still only 2 Gachon. None of that makes any kind of canonical sense.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care, though. I love that episode of Super. It's my favorite Super episode.
I was about to say, man, like, it's kind of like...
complaining that The Simpsons is, they haven't aged in The Simpsons.
No, I was going to say something else. I'd forgotten about that conversation, but I was actually going to say something... What the hell? That's all you had to do to get up there?
Apparently.
What an asshole. So, like... I lost my train of thought completely now.
You're welcome.
Mickey Mouse grabbing a piece of cheese off a mousetrap.
What's mine, you son of a bitch?
I don't understand why Raleigh didn't do something about Cell. You know, she could probably have settled that in 10 seconds.
She probably didn't know about it.
Yeah, but why didn't Goku, like, call her up? Or Jackie Chun, for that matter. Why couldn't he have called up Jackie Chun?
Man, Jackie Chun needs to come back, okay? The world needs him.
We do need him to come back. I think it would be funny if Monako was replaced with, like, Roshi dressed up as Jackie Chun, like...
Why would Roshi be dressing up like Jackie Chun, though? I mean, that makes no sense.
Well,
just get the real Jackie Chun.
Yeah, get the real Jackie Chun. Jackie Chun should have been the replacement for Monako. Who cares about Monako? Whatever his name was.
Do you think you could get us over by the bucket
Nipples.
now? Yeah.
What? Is that his name
Nipples.
in Japanese? His name is Nipples in Japanese?
No. That's...
Oh,
no, I don't think so. I don't think it is, at least. But, I mean,
okay,
that's what
I was about to say, if you're... I want a Dragon Ball character named after Nipples now.
No, I was just saying Monaco's entire character right there. His entire character is Nipples.
Okay, I need to finish watching that Blu-ray. Are we just not going to talk about, like...
The Well?
Oh, yeah, there's a game going on, but... I was going to talk more about Dragon Ball, like...
Watch out, darkness!
What were we talking about?
Here comes Pajama Sam!
Oh,
Nipples.
Why couldn't Raleigh kill Majin Buu? Because, like, he killed, like, literally everyone else.
Where'd you get a name like
she,
that?
again, she probably didn't know. I mean, I don't know, man.
About? She didn't notice her friends dying?
Well,
or even if they didn't die, then...
She literally, at one point, Senbei died and was getting sent to hell, and Arale and Gachan, like, hitched a ride and never even really realized that he died. Like...
Are you telling me that, like, that everyone except Arale lent their energy to Mr. Satan so that they could... Like, Mr. Satan, so I was trying to say it the Japanese way. Mr. Satan
that works too.
Satan. They
No,
never,
they probably. No, I guarantee they probably, or they would have known Goku because they would remember Goku and they'd be like, "Oh, Goku."
Oh yeah. How come Launch didn't lend her energy? Like, why'd they change that at the last second?
Well, she did in the anime,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, no, they did change that in the manga at the last second, and
Why? That's one more panel for Toriyama to draw.
he redrew that to be 17. I think it was because he realized that it had been so long since Lunch had appeared that it didn't really. Yeah, well, I mean, not necessarily that they wouldn't remember, but she wasn't nearly as important.
I found out about her from Budokai 3. Not even like the first Dragon Ball Z game I played. The first Dragon Ball Z game I played was Tenkaichi, but anyway.
I think it's that, and also the fact that he realized he never exactly explained what happened with 17.
Oh,
like you never see him in anything.
Oh yeah, he had to do that. His editor wasn't on his case. Like, you should probably explain what happened to that guy.
Oh yeah, no, the editor didn't care. It's like, as long as you keep making Dragon Ball, that's all we care about.
Anyway, well, didn't Torishima like care at the beginning whenever Toriyama would like forget something basic, and wouldn't he like suggest something like, you already made that like comic. Remember, you made a whole comic about time travel in this earlier in Dr. Slump, and now you're doing it like again in Dr. Slump. Remember? Do you not remember, Toriyama? Do you not remember what you wrote?
Yeah, he doesn't remember anything. Are you kidding me?
Well, did Torishima ever like correct him ever whenever he would forget shit?
Okay, this is it.
Yeah, I think he would at times, but at the same time, I don't think Torishima cared all that much. As long as it was exciting at the time and it would sell. That's all he really cared about.
Can you explain the story about the androids and the editor?
Oh yeah, that's actually really it's pretty simple ultimately. Basically, the entire time it was just going to be 19 and 20. In fact, in the original printing of when Trunks was warning them about the androids, he says 19 and 20. It was changed when they obviously when they brought it to America, but also when they collected them later on. Every reprinting changes it to 17 and 18. But yeah, no, originally he said 19 and 20. That was all it was going to be. So he designed 19 and 20, and Torishima...
it was not the editor at the time anymore.
It was not the editor at the time, but he would still... He was in a higher position, so he could still kind of look over some of the work at times. So he looks over and sees what he's doing. He's like, dude, what? No, that's it? It's just some old man in a fat clown? Like, what? What is this crap?
I'm so happy they changed that, not just because of the story, but because it would be really embarrassing if like Jiro and 19 fused together or something for like the big bad.
So yeah, so Toriyama's like, okay, fine, I'll do something else. Here, this is the new powerful android, 17 and 18. Oh, cool. Wait, that's it? A couple of kids? Really? Okay. Well, fine. This is the real villain. The ultimate monster. His name is Cell. And Torishima's like, okay, yeah, no, that's kind of cool. And then his current editor at the time, who I can't remember his name, was like, wait, what's wrong with him? Like, he looks stupid. He looks like a cockroach or bug or something. It's weird. Change it. Like, okay, well, yeah, he can transform. So, there we go. He transformed into his semi-perfect form. What the hell is that?
To be fair, Cell's second form is like not
like
awful.
His
first form is like iconic for scaring people. His final form is like, self-explanatory, but
I mean, I think the second form is the scariest.
Well, no, I disagree with that.
Lips.
No, I mean like the episode where he first appears. He's like,
oh yeah, no, that's the scariest. No, don't get me wrong. I'm just joking.
Saying, like, I know, but anyway, so I like how he talks out of his butt in the original series. But anyway, I like how Cell like. No, like at one point I saw a clip of it his butt becomes like, or his nose, his mouth when he's in his imperfect becomes his butt in his semi-perfect.
Sam, are you all right?
But anyway, so Cell, like,
Good night, dear.
his second form just isn't up to snuff with, like, the other designs, like Frieza and Vegeta
Yeah.
and all that. Like, it's probably not even as good as, like, well, I don't know, I kind of
Well,
thought
that was
all
scary.
the forms of Frieza were, oh yeah, but I kind of thought all the forms of Frieza were iconic, probably the third form the least, but, you know, I
What are you
really
talking about? I love Alien.
Well, I loved it too as a kid, even though I didn't know what Alien was. You know, I didn't get the reference as a kid, but I'm just saying.
Well, I watched Dragon Ball as an adult, so
No.
I was like, yeah, that's just Alien right there.
No, I mean like Frieza's first form is iconic because he spends
yeah,
the whole first half as that, and his final form is again self-explanatory.
super
It's to fight.
iconic, yeah.
And then his second form is like scary because he
It's
killed
horny.
Krillin, or he didn't kill Krillin. He like wounded Krillin, and Krillin got healed by Dende.
Krillin, you're making Krillin, stop! You're making him stronger.
Yeah. People aren't gonna get that joke unless they've seen the abridged series or they watch it right now.
Well,
They're not gonna get why Krillin would make Frieza stronger by like getting impaled.
I mean, let's be honest here. I don't think there's anybody that's going to be watching this that hasn't seen Abridged.
Oh, I want to say.
Oh, I'm
though-
just,
Yeah, I
I'm just
you're
mean,
kinda
it's
right.
that popular. Abridged is that popular.
Oh, okay, and we're that unpopular. But anyway,
I didn't mean it that way.
no, you kind of made your point. Anyway, so like where was I? Something about the fuck. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Have we talked about that theory that like because Cell has the sparks around him when he goes super perfect?
Oh, I won't have to be scared of you.
That might be him being Super Saiyan 2, which means that perfect Cell without the sparks is regular Super Saiyan.
Well, that's only in the anime. That's the thing, though, is that you don't. That's not in the manga. Like, there's nothing.
Wait, he just got his Zenkai boost. That's it. He doesn't even like have the sparks.
It's really weird. Technically, I believe Toriyama has said that no, he doesn't have any kind of Super Saiyan ability whatsoever. But
Man, that's lame. Like, why can't he retcon it?
Do it again.
I mean, he could, but I mean, there's not really a reason to. Honestly, it's not
All
like
he
they're
got
gonna
was
bring
his
Cell
Zenkai
back.
boost. That's lame. We hadn't seen one of those in like the entire arc, and it didn't even work the way it used to. Because before,
I
it
mean,
didn't work
honestly,
for
the
self-inflicted
entire
injuries.
return, the entire return of Cell at the end there is really bullshit. I mean, to be honest.
He came back from a single cell, and then like Gohan, who's like already weakened, like blows him up for real.
No. Okay, no. Don't be wrong. No. The part with Gohan, that is awesome. I love that part.
No,
What
I mean,
is
like,
that
the fact that him blowing himself up didn't kill him, but Gohan, who was weakened, could.
no, just the way that Cell came back, it was really bullshit. Like just the way
I
it
think
was.
it'd be kind of boring if Dragon. Well, he was never gonna get to end the series at that point. But let's say he did. It would be a really lame ending to the arc if Goku just died and that was it. Like.
Yeah, no.
There was no
Like, I'm
final
not saying
climax.
I'm not saying it was a bullshit that he came back at all. I'm saying the way he did. There should have been
should've gone
I think there should have
another
been a better explanation, a better reason why Cell survived and came back. I just being like, oh yeah, no, he survived,
they could've-
just a tiny little bit, and now he's perfect again for absolutely no reason. That it makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, that part. I forgot. I sometimes forget that like he was imperfect when he exploded.
Yeah, he
semi-perfect.
spit out 18, and then he
No,
came
I
back.
know
I mean,
that's
don't
a
be
major
wrong.
part. I know that's a major like plot point, but I always forget that because I'm used to playing like the video games where he just transforms because that's how the games work. But I was gonna say,
Yeah, and then there's the whole fact that he's now stronger somehow.
yeah, I want to say real quickly before we end this that if Toriyama had done like 1% more planning, not even like a bunch of planning at the beginning or anything, but like if he'd like planned out the ending, like okay, here's how I'm gonna end the series, he probably should have like had them go to the future with Trunks and then like kill that version without Goku after Goku had died or something, and then like something they did caused like Cell to actually succeed in absorbing the other two androids because those were evil anyway, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, again, it's It's
Because
Toriano.
if you think about the time travel too, I want to finish this before we move on. If you think about the time travel, like the way it should work, Trunks interferes and makes Timeline 2. Timeline 1's already destroyed, but Timeline 2 is okay. Then Cell awakens in Timeline 2, kills Trunks, and then goes back to the past, and that makes Timeline 3 where Cell wins, and there's no Trunks that grows up in that timeline because Cell won. If you think about it like that. So Cell going
Yeah, there's
back,
4 different cells.
Yeah, but I was going to say, like, Cell destroying... going back in time also created a split timeline, not just with the past that we know, but with Trunks' future too. Like his future gets split somehow too. So like they could have said something like, "Oh, in this future, Trunks did something weird, and because of the butterfly effect, where Trunks killed." I don't know. Maybe they could go to like that future where I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Look, I mean, Goku Black just destroyed all the other ones anyways. Doesn't matter.
Did Goku... I can't... I don't know if you're joshing me. Did Goku Black hunt down Cell, or was like...
No. I'm just... Goku Black's just fucking around with the timelines anyways. Made it even more confusing.
Yeah, he did. But anyway, we gotta stop this now. See you, everybody.
That was the end of Pajama Sam, wasn't it?
Yeah, we should probably say something. Thank you for joining us for this Pajama Sam playthrough, everybody.
Yeah, we talked so much about Pajama Sam this time.
Well, to
definitely.
be fair, you never grew up with Pajama Sam, so I guess it's kind of fitting.
That is true.
You probably should
have,
though.
Yeah, I can't wait for the tax evasion one. Pajama Sam and no reason for relaxation when you're hiding from tax evasion.
All right, everybody. See you later.
See ya.